I wasn't planning on making this video so soon, but it seems my mental health is on the decline, and this is something that I wanted to discuss, is that like in the BDSM community, it's not all fun and games. Like, I didn't want people to think that it's all fun and games all the time and everything like that. I mentioned in my previous videos how, like, it's therapeutic for some people. I'm one of those people. It's also very fun. And it's also like my creative outlet, because I get to do my artistic expressions. But yeah, I also discussed that I have like a lot of disabilities, and I'd say my most serious one is mental health related. I'm diagnosed with PTSD and major depression, anxiety, panic disorder. The new one is DID, dissociative identity disorder. Got diagnosed with that last year. Still learning about that one. But basically, like PTSD and a fuckload of comorbidities. Eating disorders also. But I was diagnosed with that a long ass time ago. But anyways, so yeah, I also mentioned that I've had like an attempted suicide in the past. I don't want to say the word suicide, so we're just gonna do attempted unliving. And it wasn't just once. Like, I've attempted many times, and I have been resuscitated back to life and stuff, which is a bummer. I feel like it's a bummer. I don't want to laugh during this, but like, yeah, my current mindset is a bummer. Basically relying on meds to keep me around, and it's like, it's very hard for me to come to terms with the world. I don't know, the way the world is. Like, I hate it. Just completely hate this world. I like to believe that there's other possibly better dimensions to exist in. And so yeah, that's like my belief on that. Let's see. I've been in treatment, mental health treatment, for over 15 years. So if people want to say like get help, I've been getting help for a very long time, and it doesn't work for me. It hasn't worked. It hasn't gotten any better. So right now I'm just trying to like focus on creating a life that is worth living, and see if that will turn my perspective around. But nah, not going so well. It's just the stress. It's hard for me to think that, a minuscule amount of pleasure is worth a lifetime of misery. To give you some context behind the PTSD diagnosis, which is my most serious. I'm gonna assume everybody knows what PTSD is, because like, who hasn't gone through some sort of trauma in their lives? Well, starting young, let's start at the beginning. I came from a very abusive a neglectful family, and then I moved households and was abused, and then I moved households again and was abused. Then I turned 18 and I went into the military. I made a video with shit, the fuck is his name? I made a video with someone getting into like how I ended up getting a eating disorder when I was in the military. That's when I first got it, so that was like 20 years ago. I will probably put his name in there in the video when I remember it. But yeah, I did a little segment collaboration on his channel and stuff in October. No, wait, it wasn't October, it was December, because I had COVID, so it's very hard to hear my voice because like it was really raspy and I couldn't breathe. But I had COVID the entire month of December. But anyway, I'm probably not gonna link it in the description, but maybe I will. Or maybe I'll just put his name in the video. Anyway, so I went into the military, and you know, that didn't go well. I ended up getting assaulted there too. And that's when my mentals began to like just crack. That's when I started getting like anxiety attacks that I didn't know what they were. Anxiety attacks or panic attacks, probably both. There's a slight difference between them. And nightmares and things, and just like, yeah, I just dealt with everything as best I could, but it's not, you know, a good way that I dealt with it. And I ended up having my first attempted unliving in the military. And then after that, they discharged me for that. I ended up having even more. And then I got into like BDSM stuff. And that was like my therapeutic thing. And it was fun. And I really enjoyed it. And so like that's when I got like hooked on it, I guess you could say. My mentals was not good then either, but like there's a lot of, I just want to make it clear that there's a lot of people in the community that struggle with things, and so it's not all fun and games. For some people it might be, but for like a lot of people it's not. So for me it's a hybrid. It's fun and it's a therapeutic thing. And so yeah, then I ended up moving, had another attempted unliving, and I ended up giving up rights to my oldest daughter at the time, because I've been linked with mental health, and they had me trying all kinds of different meds and stuff, and I even was hospitalized several times, and none of it seemed to be helping. So felt like I needed treatments, like some kind of treatments to make me better. So I give up my rights to my daughter, and shortly after moving away, and then I had another daughter, and still like, you know, constant emotional instabilities. Someone just started calling me, like, don't call me right now, I'm doing my video. But yeah, yeah, it's been pretty constant thing. Emotional instabilities. Like I get don't sleep very well, don't eat very well, panic attacks, anxiety attacks. My meds, my chill pills are like basically the only thing that like really has helped me, but it's kind of like an anchor. It keeps me here, but still, I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be here forever. So lately I've been thinking, like, with my youngest daughter, since my in-laws have like custody right now, we all have like split custody. My husband's in prison and he has custody, and I have custody, and his mom has custody, but his mom has residential custody, because we did that because I was also looking at time, and while I'm on probation, I'm still looking at time in case I get a violated probation for whatever reason. So I've been thinking, maybe I'm not emotionally stable enough to, try and get residential back at this point. I'm still in treatment. It's not going very well, obviously. It's like I still feel like, there's a possibility that I'm not gonna be around very long. So, yeah, but until then, I continue trying. Like, I still want to try and build a life worth living and do treatments and see if anything works to change my perspective on things. And I'm making these videos so that, like, people know it's not all fun and games, and B, hopefully I could find people that are like more my type and that we click together, and hopefully in the future we could like make contents together and have them around helping me with my farm and having kinky fun times and stuff. So yeah, I just kind of like wanted to talk about that stuff. If anything, if I'm forgetting anything, like that's one thing behind the like DID diagnosis. My memory is shit. I forget all kinds of shit. And so like I might end up wanting to add more to this later, but I pretty much think I've mentioned everything I wanted to mention, and then this ended up not being such a long video like I thought it was going to be. So I might just upload it as it is, cause fuck it. So yeah, right now, lately I've just been like tending to my shoulder injury and junk, which is a bummer because I can't do as much stuff as I enjoy doing. And it's gonna be a long heal. They gave me a rough estimate of about 5 more months. So yeah, that's pretty much what my mind can spit out right now. So talk to you later. Bye.